Listen, the reason most people never make it in life is simple. They chase perfection instead of progress. They want the big win, the massive leap, the overnight success. But let me tell you the truth. Success isn't about explosions, it's about tiny sparks stacking up. Every single day. That's the kaizen method. Small improvements, relentless, daily, no excuses. You think champions were born? No. They were built in silence, brick by brick, with discipline. Kaizen is the weapon that destroys laziness, procrastination, and weakness. And if you ignore it, life will break you, because the world doesn't reward people who sit still. People get stuck because they want the perfect plan, the perfect timing, the perfect environment. They wait for everything to line up before they start moving. And that's why they never move at all. Progress over perfection is the truth that separates winners from everyone else. You don't need the perfect gym to train. You don't need the best equipment to start. You don't need to know everything before you take your first step. Imagine a man who waits to buy the best running shoes before he starts running. He tells himself, "I'll begin when I have the right gear." But another man grabs whatever shoes he has, steps outside, and runs every day, who wins after a year. The man who acted, not the one who waited. This is how life works. Progress compounds, perfection paralyzes. You think millionaires sat around waiting for perfect conditions? No. They moved, they adjusted, they improved as they went. The kaizen method is about small actions, stacked day after day. Read one page instead of waiting until you can finish the whole book. Do 10 push-ups instead of waiting until you can complete the perfect 1-hour workout. Make one call, send one email instead of waiting until your schedule clears. Perfection is an illusion. It's a trap designed to keep you still while others move forward. Progress is messy. It's uncomfortable, but it's real. The man who chooses progress, even in small amounts, will crush the man waiting for perfection every single time. People talk about success like it's some magic moment. Like one day you'll wake up and everything will click. That's a lie. Nothing changes unless you show up every single day. Consistency is the king that rules everything. You can have talent, intelligence, even resources. But without consistency, you're just another person with wasted potential. Think about the gym. Everyone gets excited in January, buying memberships, taking selfies, posting promises online. Then 2 weeks later, the excitement dies, and so do their results. Why? Because they relied on motivation. Consistency doesn't care if you're tired. It doesn't care if it's raining. It doesn't care if you had a bad day. You show up anyway. Or look at someone who studies 1 hour a day versus someone who crams 10 hours once a month. Who's sharper? Who retains more? The one who shows up daily. Small, consistent actions become habits, and habits shape your destiny. Champions aren't made in bursts of energy. They're made in the boring, repetitive grind. Michael Jordan didn't shoot a few hoops when he felt like it. He shot thousands every single day. The entrepreneur who builds an empire isn't working only when inspired. He's working through the nights, through the setbacks, because consistency doesn't negotiate. You want to change your life? Stop asking for motivation. Start demanding consistency from yourself. When you do something daily, even when it's small, you create a force so powerful, it becomes unstoppable. Consistency is the ultimate proof of discipline. And discipline is the foundation of success. People underestimate the power of small wins. They think if it's not massive, it's worthless. But the truth is, every small action compounds. Just like money gaining interest in the bank. Imagine you save $1 a day. At first it looks like nothing. After a week, you've got 7. After a month, 30. But keep stacking that for years, and suddenly it's a fortune. The same rule applies to your skills, your body, your mindset. 1 page of a book today, 1 page tomorrow. Suddenly, you've read an entire library. 10 push-ups today, 10 tomorrow. In a year, you're not the same person anymore. People say, it's only 5 minutes. It's only 1 call. It's only 1 habit. But that's exactly how compound power works. Those small actions are invisible at first. You don't see results immediately. And that's where most people quit. They want instant glory, instant reward. But compound power doesn't work like that. It builds in silence. It's like planting a seed. You water it daily. The soil looks the same for weeks. Then suddenly one day, there's growth. Success is no different. Think about learning a skill. You practice the guitar 10 minutes a day. At first, you sound terrible. But keep at it, and over time, those 10 minutes transform into mastery. Kaizen is compound power in motion. The smallest effort, repeated daily, snowballs into something unshakable. Those who respect the compound effect dominate, while everyone else stays stuck in the illusion of big overnight wins. People love to tell stories to justify their weakness. They say, I don't have time, I don't have money, I don't have the right connections. But let's be real. Those are just excuses you feed yourself to stay comfortable. The man who says he has no time still finds hours to scroll on his phone. The woman who says she can't afford to invest in herself still spends on things that bring no value. Excuses are lies disguised as reasons, and they keep you exactly where you are. Imagine two people with the same dream. One says, "I'll start when things get easier." The other says, "I'll start now, even if it's hard." Fast forward a year. The excuse maker is still dreaming, still complaining, still waiting. The action taker has already built momentum, already learned, already failed and improved. Life doesn't wait for you to be ready. It rewards the ones who move despite the obstacles. Look at athletes training in the rain, in the cold, with injuries. They don't care about conditions. They care about results. The student who studies an hour after work, tired and drained, still beats the one who says, "I'll study when I feel fresh." Excuses are heavy chains. Every time you use one, you lock yourself down tighter. Kaizen is about breaking those chains with small, consistent action. You don't need perfect conditions, you just need to start. The world respects results, not reasons. Excuses will never pay your bills. They'll never build your body. They'll never make your dreams real. People want everything fast. Fast money, fast fame, fast success. They don't understand that anything gained quickly usually disappears just as fast. Domination through patience is about playing the long game. The game most people are too weak to play. Imagine planting a tree. You water it today, tomorrow, next week. But for months it looks like nothing is happening. People around you laugh. They say you're wasting time. Then 1 year later, that tree gives shade, fruit, and roots so deep no storm can move it. That's how patience works in success. Think about the athlete who trains for years before stepping into the ring. Every punch, every drill, every drop of sweat looks like it's leading nowhere until the day of the fight. Then suddenly, the years of patience explode into domination. The same goes for business. The entrepreneur who builds slowly, brick by brick, focusing on systems and learning from every mistake, ends up with a foundation so solid that nothing can knock him down. While everyone else is chasing shortcuts, he is quietly building an empire. People quit too early because they want results yesterday. They can't handle the silence, the waiting, the grind without applause. But patience is where the real growth happens. Every day you stay consistent. Every day you endure without visible reward. You're building an advantage others can't see. Kaizen teaches you that small steps over time create unstoppable power. Domination isn't about speed. It's about endurance. And only the patient can truly conquer. You've just heard the truth about kaizen, the method that transforms average lives into extraordinary ones. And now, it's not about what you've heard. It's about what you'll do. Because knowledge without action is nothing more than wasted air. Every day you wake up, you're either moving closer to who you want to be or further away. There's no pause button in life, only progress or decline. Think about it. The small choices you make, the ones you think don't matter, those are the choices that shape your destiny. The decision to read a page or scroll on your phone, to do those 10 push-ups or stay in bed, to grind one more hour or call it a night. Tiny steps repeated daily create giants. Stop waiting for motivation, because motivation is like the wind. It comes and goes. Discipline is the fire that never dies if you feed it. The world will try to break you. It will whisper that you're too small, too weak, too late. But remember, champions are not born in comfort. They are built in discomfort. Pressure creates diamonds. Storms build warriors. The pain you feel today is the weapon you sharpen for tomorrow. You must understand, the man who embraces kaizen becomes unstoppable. He doesn't chase shortcuts. He builds foundations. He doesn't cry about failure. He learns from it. He doesn't wait for opportunities. He creates them. And when the years pass, when the weak are still searching for quick wins, the kaizen man stands tall, with results that speak louder than words. Do not be fooled by the illusion of overnight success. The truth is, everything great is built brick by brick. Success whispers at first, then it roars. And when it roars, everyone will look at you and call it luck. But you'll know it wasn't luck. It was kaizen. It was patience. It was persistence. It was the daily decision to rise when you could have stayed down. Greatness is not a gift, it's a grind. And if you're brave enough to take the small steps every single day, one day you'll look back and realize you didn't just change your life, you rewrote your story. So let the world chase shortcuts. Let them burn out chasing perfection. You stay the course. You play the long game, and you will own the future.